All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Welcome to I'm Your Target Demographic, and today we're talking about movies, and specifically we're talking about movies that are game changers, that since this movie, nothing has been the same.
Game changers. Changes to the game such that the game can never be played the same way again.
So I'm going to lay out 5 that I think meet this criteria, but these are not the only 5. So also in the comments, I want you to tell me what other movies you think. Once that movie happened, nothing was the same. Movies weren't made the same. They have just changed everything. So here are my 5. The ones that I've chosen are all within the last 25 to 30 years, and so the first one chronologically is 1989's Batman by Tim Burton. And why Batman makes this list is, while it wasn't the first superhero movie, it was the first one that really attempted realism, that kind of set the stage for today when we're seeing these dark and gritty reboots and reimaginings, and when you see things like Ninja Turtles, clearly not as silly and fun as the cartoons, but they're made into this realistic, and that's what the 1989 Batman really did and changed from then on. And because of that, we're seeing realistic movies like in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, DC movies. We're seeing all of these because of what Batman did. Up next in 1995, we had Toy Story. And Toy Story was the first movie completely made of computer-generated effects. That this was kind of Pixar's goal from the beginning, was to create a movie that was entirely computer-generated. And Toy Story was that first one. And now, almost every animated movie isn't hand-drawn anymore, but is instead computer-generated. So when you think of all the Pixar movies, even Disney animation movies like Wreck-It Ralph, all of those movies have come about because of Toy Story. My third one is 1999's The Matrix. And The Matrix changed the way that we choreograph and kind of orchestrate fight sequences. That there is wire work and state-of-the-art technology and equipment and things that really pulled off fight scenes like we've never seen before. Even terms like bullet time, when things slow down and people dodge and weave, that was created by The Matrix. And those are still things that you see in action blockbusters today. The next movie on my list is 2001's The Fellowship of the Ring, more broadly Lord of the Rings. But what these movies did that is still affecting us today is introducing us to performance capture, that it's no longer motion capture, which is just the way the bodies move, but this is when they started to look at the facial features and getting someone's performance, specifically Andy Serkis as Gollum, getting his performance to literally come across through this animated creature, making that creature look like it belongs with a live action cast. Because of this technology, we're seeing tons of movies made today that wouldn't have been made otherwise. The most recent example is the BFG. So Steven Spielberg is taking these ideas and what movies can we make now because of this technology? We've seen successes like King Kong, we've seen the Planet of the Apes movies. We're starting to see more and more of this performance capture, and it is not even close to slowing down. My last pick for this list is the movie 300 from 2006. 300 changed again the way that we do fight sequences. It's almost an advanced level of bullet time where they started to mess around with time and the speed of fight sequences. And 300 was the first movie to really show it in bursts, where it was quick, slow, and it kind of emphasized these hits and over stylized them and blood splattered, and it was kind of cartoony, but it was also still grounded. So 300 was the first movie to really do that, and now you probably can't see a martial arts movie or a fight movie, that doesn't slow down and show you those hits. And that is really from 300, which borrowed and expanded upon the ideas of The Matrix. So those are the 5 that I've chosen, but I know there are tons of others that really changed everything. So in the comments, I want you to list what movies come to mind for you. What movies really changed the game? And maybe we'll do a part 2 here in a couple weeks when I have your contributions. So let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
They stole it from us. Sneaky little hobbitses.